Hey everyone, it's me, Matt. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing great and I hope you've all had another wonderful week. So it's another hot, humid day here in Florida. I'm already drenched in sweat, as you can probably see. So in today's video, I'm actually at my friend's house because she's asked me to refresh 7 containers on and around her front porch area with some new summer flowering plants. So let's get into it. So this is my work area today. My friend has this beautiful front porch with 6 large containers that she uses to fence off the porch area. I actually planted these containers up last fall in one of my past videos. I used Super Tunia Vista bubblegum, sweet potato vines, and coleus plants. These containers looked spectacular throughout the fall, winter, and spring months. So as you can see, I already pulled out the old plants and replaced the soil in all these containers with some new Miracle-Gro potting mix. This soil is charged up with nutrients and ready to feed all these new flowering plants for the next several months. Fresh soil is a key component in setting up your container plants for a successful season. And then I also wanted to point out that I'm going to be working with this ceramic container down near the driveway today. I've also potted this container up in a past video. It previously had some winter annuals. There was yellow violas and purple snapdragons, as well as some silver helichrysum. So now that you've seen the work area for today's project, let me show you all the plants I picked out for this porch makeover. So here's all the beautiful plants I'll be working with today. Most of them are new, but some are salvaged from the previous container arrangements. Looking at these white Gara first, I absolutely love these plants. I've actually got them planted at my house in my seasonal front porch flower bed. These plants need at least 6 hours of sun per day. They've got these beautiful spires of white blooms. They'll flower from spring well into the fall. These plants will grow up to 18 inches tall and 20 inches wide. They're drought tolerant, but they're also heat and humidity tolerant. And the bees and butterflies love them. And they're hardy in USDA zones 6 through 9, but can be grown as annuals in lower zones. The next plant variety I'll be working with are these deep blue Terrania flowers. These are another flowering plant that absolutely thrives in Florida's hot, humid summers. They also need at least 6 hours of sun per day. They'll grow up to 14 inches tall and 12 inches wide. These plants bloom non-stop from late spring through fall. They're hardy in USDA zones 10 and 11, but they can be grown as annuals in lower zones. The next plant variety I picked up for this porch makeover project are these unplugged snow blue salvia plants by Proven Winners. These plants do well in full sun and part sun. They've got more of an upright vertical growth habit with beautiful spires of blue blooms that the bees and butterflies just can't get enough of. They'll grow to be up to 24 inches tall and they'll spread up to 16 inches wide. They're drought tolerant and deadheading isn't necessary. They just keep blooming and blooming. And they're hardy in USDA zones 8 through 10 but can be grown as annuals in lower zones. Moving right along, I also picked up these white paintus flowers. I actually used these flowers in last week's video in my back patio containers. Hopefully you caught that video. These are some of my favorite summer flowers. These plants do well in full sun and part sun. This variety is actually a dwarf variety and will grow up to 8 inches tall and 14 inches wide. The pollinators absolutely love paintus flowers, and these plants are hardy in USDA zones 10 and 11, but can be grown as annuals in lower zones. Next, I picked up a few of these creamy whitish yellow lantana plants. These plants need at least 6 hours of sun per day. They'll grow 16 to 24 inches tall and 12 to 18 inches wide. They're also really popular with the bees and the butterflies, and they'll bloom almost year-round in warmer climates. They're hardy in USDA zones 8 through 11, but they can be grown as annuals in lower zones. And then the last 2 plant varieties I wanted to talk about are these 2 that I salvaged from the previous container arrangements. First, I've got these chartreuse green sweet potato vines. This variety is called Goldfinger. They've got a very vigorous growth habit, and they thrive in Florida's hot, humid summers. These plants can grow in both full sun and full shade, and they'll vine out up to 36 inches, making them the perfect spilling plant in containers or hanging baskets. These plants are hardy in USDA zones 9 through 11, but they can also be grown as annuals in lower zones. And then the second salvage plant I've got here are these helichrysum plants. I love their icy blue foliage. These plants need at least 4 to 6 hours of sun per day. These ones are pretty much full grown. They're about 8 to 10 inches tall and wide. They're a really low maintenance plant that's heat and drought tolerant, and they're hardy in USDA zones 9 and 10, but can be grown as annuals in lower zones. So now that we've reviewed all the plants, let me show you how I'm going to arrange them in the containers. So for the taller gray containers, I'm going to use 1 white Gara in the center of each container. On either side of the Gara, I'm going to use 2 of the deep blue Terrania plants. They'll make a nice backdrop for the white paintus flowers towards the front. And then I'll flank both ends of the containers with the Goldfinger sweet potato vines. For the shorter black containers, I'm going to use one blue salvia in the center of each container, flanked by 2 white pentas on either side, with 1 deep blue Terrania plant on each of the ends. And then I'm going to alternate the Helichrysum and Lantana plants in the white ceramic container. So I'm really happy with this placement. I think these containers are going to look really good, so let's get everything all planted in. There we go, everything's all done. I'm thrilled with how this all came together. The containers all look so great, and I'm loving how they look up against the dark blue house. It's really giving a sort of summer cottage vibe. It all looks so beautiful. Coming in for a closer look, I really like these plant combinations, all the whites and the blues with the pops of chartreuse green. These containers are only going to look better and better as these plants mature and really start to fill in. Looking at the container down closer to the driveway, I love how the silvery blue Helichrysum looks with the creamy white Lantana flowers. This is definitely a winning plant combination. As far as watering, these plants should be watered daily for the first week or two, depending on rainfall as they settle into their new homes. Once established, my friend can probably get away with watering them every 2 to 3 days, since the Miracle-Gro potting mix should help with moisture retention. When it comes to fertilizing, my friend shouldn't have to fertilize these plants, since the potting mix is supposed to feed for about 6 months. If she starts to notice that the plants aren't blooming as profusely, she can apply plant tone fertilizer or an all-purpose water-soluble plant food to encourage more blooms. I'll be sure to link some fertilizer options in the video description for reference. And then as far as pest control, I also proactively shook some Captain Jack's bug and slug killer into all 7 containers. This should definitely help suppress the summer pests. Overall, I'm so happy with how this turned out. This porch makeover looks amazing, and I know my friend is absolutely gonna love it. So that's gonna do it for today. I'm gonna go inside and cool off. I hope you enjoyed this video and found some inspiration for your own summer planting project. Remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons so you can hang out with me in future videos. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.